Good evening, beautiful people. We should be live right now. I got 11 people on the stream. All right. Michael, what's up? You, good evening. Dufresne, good evening. Savvy, how you doing tonight? Derek and Don, good evening. Yeah, I think we'll have a small group tonight, right? 10:30 at night. It's pretty late. There's been a million people on streaming live today for the earnings and everything. So I wasn't expecting a lot of people on tonight. That's okay. It's all good. I'll take anybody that's going to come in and talk right now. Tell me what they're thinking. What do you guys think of earnings? How are you feeling? MC, what's up, brother? Highway Frog, good evening. MC, appreciate you, bro. Much love. Much love, man. G Immortal, Rivlock 489, good evening. Trevor, what's going on, bro? Scott, good evening. Lucy, what's up, girl? Where you been, Lucy? Tommy Tom, what happened to AMC? Was anybody really getting you hyped up for today's earnings? Or the algo, or I don't know, new all-time highs? Don't get hyped up. Don't fall for the hype. Stay grounded on this channel. AMC had a decent day. We beat the estimates on earnings. I'll take that. It could have been way better. But remember, and I said this earlier when I did the audio check, we only got 2 weeks of Avatar in Q4. We've made a majority of the money in Q1 of 2023. Facts. Let's see who else is here. Dr. McLevin, what's up, bro? Good evening. Is anyone else getting ready for Mandalorian tonight? Season? Gonna watch it at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, whenever it comes on. Am I gonna be the only geek nerd doing that? Dude, good evening. How you doing tonight? Scavenger, what's up, brother? Hola. No puedo esperar. Oh man, bro, you know I'm Greek, right? Like a little bit Italian. Tienes una buena noche. Is tonight a good night? I think that's what that meant. Tienes, did I have a good night? Do we have a good night? We're gonna have a good night. Leah, how you doing tonight? Scavenger, can you translate that for me? Hammer, what's up, brother? Overboard Entertainment, good evening. Good to be live. Yep, good to be live. Belligerent Ideas, how you doing tonight? On your way to work? All right, man. Have a good night tonight at work. I'll try to keep you entertained at least for the next 2 hours or so. Man, we can keep it open tonight, whatever you guys want to talk about. I almost called the stream demonetized, but I figured AMC earnings were probably going to be on top of everyone's mind. Jay, how you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here, Jay. Ringer reports. I doubt they were mistakes. Highway Frog says I only caught a hair of the earnings. Yeah, I just caught a little bit too. I know we beat estimates, and I'm okay with that. I don't know. I don't know who was promising you guys anything huge today. I think expectations, we just got to stay level-headed with them. That's all. I don't know how this thing is going to turn out in a couple weeks. I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out. I said earlier today that I would probably buy back in. I think AMC might come down a little bit, and when they do, I'll hop back in and grab some more. I think some of the things that are going on in the court are kind of interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I'm in it to win it to the end. So with you guys, at least through that. I know that. The Food Dog says the amount of paid Food Dog, how you doing tonight? Says the amount of paid bashers during the earnings was astonishing. Yeah, really? Just a lot of shills. Dr. McLovin says I'm a geek nerd. Oh boy. Somebody said Beetlejuice is down in the polls in Chicago. Is that true? Is she gonna lose the race? I can't believe that. Somebody's got to step in and save Lori Lightfoot's job. I know that's the first place I'm going after this stock takes off. Chi-Town. Sir Hodlington, good evening. Good evening. How you guys doing tonight? I said hey to Aaliyah. I said hey to Savvy. Goat, how you doing tonight? Andrew, hey, what's up, brother? I got Badonk in the house. Andrew says Benzinga should be sued. How come, Andrew? What happened with Benzinga? Did I miss it? This is why I need to get on more lives. I got a good crew of people here filling me in and everything. Yeah, we beat estimates. You wouldn't know it from aftermarket and after I was in the market for the price, but we did. Carl says in every chat, shills galore. Yeah, Savvy, minus 14. The estimate was minus 26, right? Didn't Goat says Massalorian, didn't you feel that Adam Aaron was kind of threatening us? So I haven't listened to the entire earnings call. I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. So I'm going to listen to the entire thing tomorrow, play it through, watch the live chat, see what people are saying. I'm going to go over a couple things about the court case and then make a video for tomorrow night. And I will answer that question, Goat. I'll address it tomorrow night for sure. I didn't hear his tone or the verbiage or anything. So me commenting on that is a bad idea right now. I'd be giving you a false impression because I don't know exactly how he came across. But I will tomorrow. Scott K said, yes, she lost. There is some hope in the world, but be careful. Dufresne says, polls and votes don't mean a thing. Only matters against. I've seen a lot of people put that in comment recently, Dufresne. I've seen a lot of people say that. It really matters who counts the votes. Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of the documentary right now, but I watched one a couple years back. I want to say it was called Kill Switch. It was on HBO. And they went and did a deep dive into all of the voting machines, Dominion and all of them. I mean, you name it. They pulled apart every different machine to see if they were hackable, if they connected to the internet, all kinds of shenanigans. Good point, DGS. Scavenger says, all right, well, I'm leaving for the night. I can't take the abuse from Shills. One more insult from Goat. I'm sorry. He's not, you can't insult Scavenger. Come on. I lean on Scavenger for, like, you know, I need the optimism, and I need, you know, we need more creators like Scavenger, not less. 6.6. That's what we closed at. Andrew says, please tell Tony we beat estimates. Yeah, on a couple things, right? Look, I don't think that Tony is being bearish at all with what he said. You know, we both have faith in the stock and, you know, some amount of faith in the CEO, although that wanes from time to time. I know with me it does, that's for sure. But I'm, you know, like I said, I'm in this with you guys, sink or swim, right? Headstock Harem, how you doing tonight? I mean, I just, you know, Andrew, it's not that, you know, I'm bearish because we just barely beat estimates right there. It's not anything about that. You know, we're just trying to be a little more grounded, I think, with the conversation from time to time. Just because, you know, the emotional toll this takes on everyone. I get it, right? We're all in the same boat. So I know if it's affecting me, I'm sure it's affecting you guys a little bit, right? Savvy says T was a real downer tonight. All right. Well, I'm not going to try to take you guys down. Let's stay positive, right? I'm not trying to take you guys down. Please don't think that. But, you know, I just do think, you know, Tony is a realist, I think, from time to time. And, you know, maybe it comes across like that. And I understand if that's how it comes across to you guys. But, you know, I think, I don't know. You guys are all entitled to your opinion. So if you think he was a downer tonight, then he was a downer. I just know that, you know, he tries to, you know, walk a fine line between, you know, hopium and reality. That's all. And I think a lot of us are trying to do that. Savvy says I still like Tony. Me too. Yuka, the new job's good, man. It's actually really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and this is gonna give me the extra money I need. Like, man, I wanted to be in Ohio so bad the last couple weeks, and I just couldn't afford to go. And when this came along, I just hopped on it because I want to be able to just jump on a plane and go do something if there's a story to cover. So I'm doing my best to suck it up and get grimy and get dirty just to turn a buck. Rivok, thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. He says, I really wish the CFO would have added, and we think that's nice in quotations. After he said we got 69 million in revenue for whatever that stat was for. You rock mass. Appreciate you, Rivok. Is that what he said? All right, I'm gonna have to really pay attention to this tomorrow. Guys, I'll have a video tomorrow about the whole call. I'll listen to it maybe twice. Andrew says I felt like cutting myself from Tony's stream. Jeez. Man, oh man. Dr. McLovin says, by the way, did I hear that we got an exclusive deal with Walmart on the popcorn? So that's good, man. That's I mean, you couldn't ask for a better retailer to get in off the rip, right? Don't we want it in Walmart, I would think, more than anywhere? With the amount of stores that they have? They probably have the biggest way we could quickly get exposure with AMC popcorn, right? So good for that. Dr. Miller, if we have a new revenue, hang on. If we have a new revenue with AMC, CC, and AMC Ape, why does Aaron have to dilute Ape? Because we are running low on cash right now, Dr. McLovin. I mean, fact of the matter is, we're like creeping up on 500 million in cash reserves, and that is something that shorts will take a look at and say, interesting. AMC's only got 500 million in the bank. Looking at their earnings from Q4, okay. Maybe you have an argument for a short, right? So we want to get that out of the shorts' minds. And, if we got to raise some cash right now, it's coming one way or the other, I think, Dr. McLovin. I think we all got to just settle on the fact that if we don't do the reverse split, which, I'm not a fan of, believe me, it's something that I have mixed feelings on, but they need to raise some cash in order to at least hold off the shorts for a little while we try to rake in some more dough, while these, big popular movies next 6 months all the way through the summer and everything we have from Avatar comes together. Hopefully we can clear like maybe 3.5-4 billion in the next 2 quarters. I told you guys I was going to look forward to the next 6 months, and then I would reassess again my situation in this, but I at least want to give it that time. I mean, I hope to God this pops off way before we even get to the reverse split. That would be wonderful. But if it doesn't, again, sink or swim. I'm not selling now. So Yuki, yeah, the job's going good, man, and I'm excited. This is gonna give me that extra money so I can be able to, on a dime, jump up on a plane or on a train to get somewhere to cover something. Like, man, I would have loved to have been on the ground there and covering that story. I think we needed more independent journalists there. Aaliyah says the fine line between hopium and realistic is being meh, which means it is what it is. Aaliyah, you can probably throw me right in that category, right? I mean, I am probably the definition of meh. God. Thomas says, anyone seeing any possible upward movement tomorrow? I mean, Thomas, that's going to depend on the market itself, right? Like, what do we have tomorrow? What kind of bad news could possibly come out to sink us tomorrow? Seems like every other day there's just some terrible number coming out from the economy, from some corner of the economy, that everyone's looking at the market like it's trash still. Diaz is in here. Diaz, what's up, bro? Thomas B says, I can't even tell you how much AMC will run soon. All will be well. All right, Thomas. Like I said, if we come back down the 4 or 5 number again, I'm going to scoop some up for sure. What's good, Diaz? Long time no see, man. But Donkey says after dilution, we stand on solid ground. Mass, we got an exclusive. Yuka says, Mass, we got an exclusive section at Walmart next to what? The VHS rental area. Come on, Yuka. That was good, though. I like that one. Connect Tide, what's going on, man? Connect Tide says, if the vote is yes, convert and RS happen, how does AA then add more dilution? Does he have extra shares to wield, or won't he still have to ask for shareholder approval to dilute? Connect Tide, I believe yes. We would still have to vote on dilution. Or, well, I could be wrong on that. God, I haven't dug my head into the reverse split in a month since that first proxy came out. Let me write this down for tomorrow so I can talk about this and research and figure out what the exact deal is with that. I mean, no matter what, if he's asking for dilution, that has to go to a vote, right? Diaz says, like the good old days, Mass riding solo. I like it. Sometimes it can be boring, Diaz, by myself, right? I'm sick. I hate listening to myself talk. I hate it. Jersey Recycler, what's going on, man, tonight? As long as this company is still at a net loss, shorts will continue at will. Yeah, Jersey Recycler, we need to fix that. Yeah. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. I mean, shit. You could say that for any company. As much as it pains me that it's AMC we're talking about, yeah. Fact. Connect Tide says if he has to go for approval, then in upcoming meetings, does AA really think he'd have better? See, here's the thing. I think in some way, I think he knew that no matter what, he was not going to get the votes this year or last year, and that Ape was a way for him to get around that. Just my opinion. Diaz says, do I have permission to lop some heads, Mass? Yeah, Diaz, if it's bad, yeah. I mean, if it's really bad, I really don't, if someone disagrees with my thesis on something, I'm definitely down to hear the other side. I don't want to clam anyone up that's, maybe bearish. If they have an argument, I mean, let them talk. But yeah, I don't want anyone degrading anyone or anything like that. So I guess that would be a yes. You have my permission. Andrew says, Jesus Christ. Smith, what's going on, my man? How you doing tonight? Yeah, housing market, Thomas. Yes. Thank you. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right. Food Dog says, now let's work on screwing the hedgies. I mean, yeah. That was part of that mission, right? Remove bonsai tree. What? You must be kidding me. I love that thing. It's one of my favorite things in here. Besides the documents. Diaz. So that's probably going to sneak into my video tomorrow night. I bet it's going to. I want to talk about that and what the guy said to him in the cafe that day when he caught the guy undercover and the guy said to him, oh, you really messed up. He really did mess up, right? And that guy knew it. He knew he was going to lose his job because of that. Yeah, I want to reach out. I saw O'Keefe made an announcement and said he was going to be looking for people to work for him. I should reach out to him. I don't know if I have the work ethic to keep up a Project Veritas, but yeah, that would be a dream come true, right? Ficus Banzai says, total disgrace to AMC. We need a CEO who's got balls to hit shorties hard. Yeah, I saw someone talking about that earlier, saying that they wished Adam Aaron would come out and address, naked shorting and all this stuff. You know, guys, if he can't prove that, that's going to be a problem if he does that, and he's got no documentation to back that up. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't. So Ron says we need a yes vote. Man, this is what sucks about this is just the, everyone, the division that it causes pisses me off. And, sometimes it gets me pissed at the government because they're not doing their job, which is allowing these loopholes and gray areas to be continue to be used when they know they should shut them down. It's allowing them to kick the can down the road. Or am I mad at Hollywood because they're putting out junk and trash? Like, who do you get mad at? Or is it Adam Aaron's fault for creating Ape and, selling off to Antara and all? Like, who do you blame? There's like 4 or 5 bad guys we could talk about. How you doing tonight, KYP? Modfather says either yes or no. Either way, we're getting. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be, hundreds of millions of apes, or it's going to be, AMC preferred. Zenhodler said, "Did I see LHDX today?" No, Zenhodler, I was at work all day, man, till I didn't get home till about 8:00. I didn't get to really catch anything with the market today. It was a really busy day with the storm up here. KYP says, "Diaz, don't lop my head. I'm on Master's side." Aaliyah says, "Diaz, don't ban me." Yeah, at least leave the ladies in, Diaz. Don't be lopping off any ladies' heads. Come on. Definitely not the females. Table Rock guy says, "I had money one time." Oh, man. I was telling the guy today at work, I was like, man, if you told me 2 years ago when I was looking at my portfolio that I would have to come back to work again and just in order to go like travel and cover stories, I would have said, you're nuts. Like it says, we just need Adam Aaron to say we are looking into investigating with manipulation with our stocks. Yeah, I'd like to. That would be fine. Yeah, yeah. Say you're opening an investigation. We're doing something about it. I just wonder. I mean, how much does he really feel deep down inside? Maybe he doesn't believe things are going on illegally. I don't know what he's thinking in his head. Jay Beebs, what's going on, man? I just saw Jay Beebs in here. Yep. Oh, yeah, KYP. I blame him for selling Ape at 65 cents to Antara, 100%. Yeah, Andrew, Ape has been a disaster, no doubt. No doubt. Yep. A complete disaster. It was a disaster from the rip, right? I mean, it came out. We basically split the stock almost, right? 10 or 11, somewhere around there. And then they started attacking it. Then Meet Kevin and Wrench and a bunch of guys came out and said, Ape is worthless. I'm selling. And it was all downhill from there, right? All downhill from there. It was definitely a misstep, mistake, whatever you want to call it. Modfather says, it's crazy. Every time we feel like we're getting close to it. I know. Grandpa Barney, what's going on? For a new snow shovel, much love. Thanks, Grandpa Barney. Appreciate you, buddy. Are you out working right now? I hope the weather's nicer where you are than where I am. That's for sure. Appreciate you. Rivok says, now it's a stream. Not that Grandpa Barney's here. It's a stream. Yeah, Home Depot Jersey Cycler. Yep. Yeah, so they offered me a really good position with awesome stock options and a decent pay, and I could almost make up my own schedule. and I just hopped on it because, like I was saying, I want to be able to travel more to cover stories. There's a lot of things going on, especially the next 16 to 18 months. There's gonna be a lot of news going on. I think a lot of stories to get to, and I can't do that off of YouTube. I mean, the only way I could do that is if I was putting out 2 or 3 videos a day, or you know, and it's not in me to do that. Not that I wouldn't want to, but that's just an overload of information for you guys. I think there's no need for me to come out here and make a couple videos a day, or live stream 4 or 5 times a week or anything like that. It's too much, right? And it will pay off in the long run, I think. Jesse, how you doing tonight? My friend, my Kiwi friend, how you doing tonight? What the F was that today? Looks like I'm gonna be averaging down again. Yeah, I was just saying that earlier, Jesse. It's another thing. I'll have extra money now to get back in the market and do some more trading, which would be nice. Should be nice. Oh, Grandpa Barney can shovel his driveway. Man's fit. He doesn't need anyone to help him shovel, I'm sure. And I'm sure he doesn't. I hope he doesn't have any snow out there right now. He shouldn't in Seattle, Washington. PM Righteous, what's going on, man? How you been? I see you in the chat. Long time, bud. Long time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on myself for a live stream. We got over 100 people in right now. Nice. Wrecked Night, how you doing tonight? Smith says AA created this cluster F and now wants. I know, man. I know. I'm getting a little bit, up to here. But I do see other things getting done, right? So the good positive news, the popcorn is hitting Walmart. That's a big first step for exposure for a market share. That could end up being working out really well for this company. So I'm gonna give him credit on that. Yes, Jesse, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna still be making videos, man. Of course. Yep. I think I'm gonna try to get into a regular schedule because right now I have a set schedule. So it looks like right now I'm gonna have Thursdays and Sundays off, and probably going forward, those will be the 2 nights that we do a live stream. And then on Wednesdays, I'm gonna try to do a collab video with someone. So Thursdays and Sundays to do a single, and then a collab on Wednesday night, like every Wednesday. PM Righteous says, so Mass, Adam's saying he's gonna dilute Ape if it's a no vote. Everyone might. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he needs to raise money, right? This company needs to get some money in its belt. Food Dog says remains to be seen. Ape may still be exactly the remedy. I hope so, Food Dog. Lucy says AMC 18 days on the threshold list. There have been so many stocks that I've seen on the threshold list for long periods of time, and it just never amounts to anything. I know some people get excited about the thresholds list, but Ron says, I don't think AA can play the same game as the other small. Sorry. I don't think AA can play the same game as the other small penny stocks going after shorts. Yeah, because he's got not that any other CEO doesn't have a lot of risk, right? But you're talking about a multinational or international movie venue, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on the table, correct? I gotcha, Ron. Yep. Maybe Ape is doing its thing. Lots of FUD leading up to the vote in RS. Yeah, man, just, don't, not everything has to be glorified FUD or, defined as FUD. I mean, I'm sure there's some uncertainty when any of us talk because, we're just on here, a lot of us trying to figure things out with you guys, right? And you guys are all helping us in your own way, bringing us information, sending us DMs and emails with info all the time. We're all just trying to work our way through this thing. get through a squeeze. One better than June of 2021. Aaliyah says, "I'm so happy we didn't much snow this year." Is that what you said, Aaliyah? I'm so happy we didn't much snow this year. We didn't much snow this year either up here. Very little. Rivok says, "I had to stop and leave Angelo's channel over a year ago. Dude will have 4 vids in a day." Well, Apes, we're in trouble. 2 hours later, Apes, bright future ahead. Good news. I know. Talk about emotional roller coaster. New York Angelo will send you on one. A shudder. Oh, man. Connect Eye says, "Correct me if I'm wrong. With all the companies laying employees off, I am surprised AA didn't bring up the fact." Yeah. Yeah, right? I mean, we know it was a lot of FANG and tech and stuff that got I said FANG and tech. It was, stocks like tech stocks, FANG stocks that really got hit hard in this last round of layoffs, right? But yeah, that's good news. Yep. I wouldn't want to hear that. That would be bad news, right? Good to hear. So Connect Tide, I haven't heard the whole call. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow morning. And then I said I was gonna do a video on it tomorrow night on the call and some couple things about the Allegheny lawsuit that I was looking into. So I'm definitely gonna drop that video tomorrow night. Goat says it's ridiculous how you got no life after university. After you've done university, it's all work. Salary is freaking good, but you're always a slave working for some 1%. Yep. Yep. And when you try to make a change or make a difference to turn around that luck, what happens? They turn off the buy button on you. Or there's a halt that's not supposed to be there. It's laughable sometimes how crooked some of this shit is. And, then we're all here grasping at straws trying to figure out how to bring this company back from the dead when this should have never happened in the first place. We should have never been in this situation in the first place where AMC was about to go under because we had to shut down the movie theaters for a year and push all the movie releases back for 2 years. Then on top of that, open streaming services with releases on the first day. Like, think about all the mumbo jumbo bullshit that because of the demic put us in this place. I mean, yeah, provide an opportunity for us right now if we can capitalize on it. But so far, it's been a battle. We've been at war with these people for 2 years. Tired of it. I'm going to start ranting now. All right, I got to calm down. Be sipping my drink. You meant a pandemic. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at this, how much this screwed our economy right now. God damn. Threshold list might be useful if the rules were actually enforced. Right, Andrew, exactly. And they're not being enforced. Plain and simple. It's how we find ourselves right now on this live stream. Because no one's watching our backs. Steven, I'm not saying AMC is going bankrupt. You didn't hear that come out of my mouth. No way. If anything, AMC takes over the movie industry pretty much and becomes top dog over the next 2 years. If anything, they have the ability, and some of this may be created through this, if this vote goes through, for them to be able to buy up some of these other smaller companies and really turn some nice profits by being able to close and open certain theaters. Some that are doing poorly to close down, and ones that are performing well to upgrade and do all kinds of things, or just get new theaters under their belt. We don't know what the future is going to hold with that, right? What they'll do with that cash. They'll pay off a lot of debt, I'm sure, but they could make some moves with it that really force a catalyst that a real catalyst that they can't ignore, that they can't just escape. Giamoto says, Mass, have you seen the sex response? So I did see a tweet. Someone hashtag Gary Gensler and Threshold. It's quite different from what everyone thinks. I'm going to put that down to look up tomorrow, too. I did see something about that today at lunchtime, I think. I was kind of dipping my toes into the social media gambit threshold list. Yeah, I'm going to check that out from Twitter. Thanks, GM1, for reminding me. I did. KYP starting trouble, Grandpa? Diaz, if you got to handle KYP, you know what? I'm just kidding. Don't you dare axe KYP. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing tonight? What's going on, buddy? Que onda, locos and Massalorian. Lucy says, I'm in the high desert in California now. We got 45 inches of snow in 2 days. Yeah, same thing here, Lucy. Same thing here. We haven't had a drop all winter. Andrew says, an average lifespan is 2 months after you get to retire. Food Dog says, lawsuit stipulation number 3, defendants shall not amend their certificate of incorporation. They know they're screwed. Yeah, Steve, they're definitely not going bankrupt. No, I'm drinking, Walmart root beer. Kidding me? Can't afford Clamato juice. What do you think? I'm rolling the dough or something? Clamato juice. I can't afford that stuff. GWAP says it's a definite no vote for me. No dilution or reverse split on AMC. Let him dilute Ape. All right, GWAP. Not from this world says, I'll be honest, it's dark, but if we could pick one to put them in the electric chair, who would you put there? I'd put AA. The reason he's bailing them out all the time. Bildo the Double says, I'm finished with this play. Massalorian is a fraud. RS is a sign of trouble. Massalorian, your days are numbered. AMC is done. All right, Bildo the Double. Have a good night, bud. I'll put your comment up. You heard it here first, folks. JG7 says, AA created Ape, creating another short potential to drive stock down to pennies, pushing most holders out and allowing shorts to scoop up. Their plans to convert back to AMC. We can't make excuses for AA. No, I definitely don't want to make excuses for anyone. Believe me, there's a lot of blame to go around here and a lot of finger pointing we can do. I definitely don't want to make excuses. Aaliyah says, imagine one day telling your grandkids about how we had to go on YouTube and talk to strangers for X amount of years to keep our sanity until AMC Moast. Oh, man. I'll be like, why did I pick up this cross? Why? I know, KYP. I'm on your side, too. Andrew says I tell my kids that now, Aaliyah. Hatu, so I talked to Tony and Donahue when I got off. Tony, was about to eat dinner with his wife, and then Yeah, Donahue, I was talking to him about the Allegheny case and compared to his case that he had, and we were just discussing maybe depending on how things go out, that maybe we would take a trip down to Allegheny to the courthouse when that hearing happens at the end of April. So we were kind of just discussing that. He didn't want to go live tonight, though. Thomas says, got my TD paperwork in the mail today. Just voted no on Webull, and voted no on E-Trade. Let's go, boys. 8432. 8432, Thomas, my man. KYP says, I agree. AA goes first, then the rest of that losing board. So, can someone explain to me without explaining to me, what was the tone? Someone said earlier in the chat that it almost sounded like Adam Aaron had a threatening tone. What was he saying? Like, if we don't get the reverse split or the right votes, what was he doing that? What was he? I just saw Pantheon pop up and I lost my train of thought. What's up, Pantheon? What's going on, brother? Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Owning the float. Good evening. How you doing tonight? Bill Bev DeVoe, what's going on, my man? Damn lip gloss. I don't have no lip gloss on. Why didn't you tell me you were live streaming? I sent a message out, did I? I thought I uploaded it before the stream came on. Highway Frog says my AMC shares on my mineral rights. Jeffrey says people don't realize if they dilute ape, it will take a lot more. No, I think most people get that, right? I think people understand that by now. I mean, unless we just go on the assumption that AA and AMC is gonna last off 500 million in the bank for the foreseeable future, but to me that doesn't seem very logical. Chris Kincalis, good evening tonight. Would love to have someone tell me how a RS will take us to large numbers. Who said that, Chris? We can't get to $10. How the hell is? All right, so well, I mean, Chris, obviously the number is gonna exponentially change when we do a reverse split. I think maybe that's what you're talking about. Then you're gonna have to add the price of Ape and AMC together. Grandpa, in a couple weeks after I get these first checks, I'll be buying some A&W. You better believe it. You better believe it. KYP says, Mass, did you hear Cori Bush? She got married to her security guard? No, but I'm not shocked. Whom she paid thousands to. Shocking. Right. Everyone can have security but us. I'm sure there's look inside that's done that too, KP. That will probably Taylor Green next week. Pantheon, how you been, buddy? Mass, Lou is in love with Ape because he bought did he? Lou bought back in? That's good, man. That's good. We need Lou. God knows we haven't gotten anywhere without him. Right? So something Yuka says something about poisoning the popcorn if the votes are not in. I'm taking this down. God forbid someone just pops in randomly right now and sees this up on the screen. KYP says, yes, he was threatening his shareholders if he didn't get the vote. He wanted. Yeah, don't take too kindly to threats either. If that's the story, that's the video you're going to get tomorrow night. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. You know that. Hey, Pam the Trader. Pam the Trader Realtor. Shooting pool with coworkers? All right, well, have fun, girl. Have a good time. All right, we got 135 people in the chat right now. Nice. Andrew says, AA threatened with cornbread flavored popcorn. Hey, Adrian, what's good, my friend? What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Man, we got Diaz here tonight. I got Adrian in the house tonight. Lots of OGs. Owning the floats in here. Yuka, Jeffrey. Yeah. Man, we got a full house tonight. Andrew, guys in tonight. Nice. Like to see that. Ether says numbers will change, value will not. Correct. That's correct. Rivlock says, I didn't take that as a threat. Maybe that's just to me. Tony and Boss and Big M's have been telling us for a while now. They'll be diluting the hell out of Ape if we get a no vote because they need money. I mean, yeah, I mean, they can't survive off 500. I mean, I think there's between the last time I heard, I think it was just over $600 million we have left in the bank. We can't survive off that if we still continue to have negative quarters. Eventually that will dry up, right? So that's true. It's just a matter of when and how much. BBD says, just so you know, I'm going to bust balls about the chapstick for the rest of this play. I'm from Boston, so I think I'm allowed to criticize the use of lip moisturizer. That's him said nothing but love. Back at you, bro. Right back at you. Thoughts on Ant's trades owning the float? I mean, listen, he's providing a service to the community, doing technical analysis videos. It's a part of this play. Technical analysis is a part of this play. It doesn't mean much on a day-to-day basis. I mean, it means something on a day-to-day basis, but on the overall scheme of things on a short squeeze, it is what it is. I appreciate him coming out here and putting himself out there and helping people out and trying to, boost people's spirits. Just, it needed to be reeled in a little bit a couple weeks back. That's all, right? I don't really have a problem or issue with him personally or anything like that, man. I give a lot of credit where credit is due. Anyone who comes out here and puts himself on YouTube trying to help people, I think, at least we should give him a pat on the back from time to time. I don't want to tear anybody down. I just thought there was a little humility that was in need last month. Lupe, what's good? How you doing, Lupe? But yeah, man, I got nothing but love for Ant's trades, man. He provides a service that is needed, and if you want to go check out TA and fractals and all that stuff, then he's one of the guys out there doing it. So a lot of guys have come in, done that, and then left people hanging. And maybe Ant's going to be different, and that would be great, man. The more the merrier. I say spread the love around, and as long as we're all on the same track, and no one's trying to, no one's doing anything nefarious, I'm all about it. I congratulate people, and I appreciate their efforts that they put in, because I know this isn't easy. It's not an easy thing to come out here, especially after bad news or a bad week or a red day, and face the music. But we've all been in this a long time, and I was it was a little weird that he just popped out of nowhere and blows up. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and I'm happy for anyone's success. I want people to succeed in whatever they're doing in life. So if this is what he's happy with doing, he ain't hurting nobody, go for it. Ether says the Godfather music in the background playing. AA made the apes an offer they can't refuse. You can't ask any question. Ant runs a communist channel mass. Does he really? I mean, I kind of jumped on him a little bit about that in my videos, right? I put together some clips of him like talking to people, being like, just putting them down really bad. I don't know. I thought it was some of it was funny, but yeah, listen, if you're gonna sit there and take that shit from him, that's on you. That's on you. Yuka and OTF got banned today from his stream. Oh, wow. Farsacula says it's the cost basis times 10 that has me upset. I get it, man. Papa Bab says Rance is still hating on us. Well, what else is he going to do, Papa Bab? He can't talk about GameStop right now, right? What's he going to do? Tell you about GameStop's wonderful Q4? What else is he going to do besides bash us? He knows who pays his bills. He knows Daddy Adam Aaron and AMC pay his bills. He's no fool. Marantz. I know you're listening out there. So remember, show respect. Because GameStop ain't getting you no clicks, bro. What happened to Trey's Trades, Mishka? He quit in the middle of a live stream like 6 months ago. And then delisted his whole channel for some reason. Mash, I finished. All right, driving home. Pam, did you win? Did you win that pool at least? BBD says never. Farstaculus says, hi, Panth. I put out an audio and video version of counterfeit stock. Tim says you could tell it was his first earnings call. Oh, did he stream the earnings call live? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to go listen to that. Hey, Shirley. What's going on, Shirley? Shirley Love. Here's a good question. This might be the question of the night. What's the point of this stream? Not much, man. We just come on here and to non-link V. We just come on here and shoot the shit, man. We all own AMC. Welcome to the channel. What's your cost average? Thanks, Smith. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. David the Great says, Lou did a great video on FTX, Binance, and AMC potential collusion to use naked AMC. Now we need an attorney to file action for discovery. Yeah, David, I think a lot of stuff was exposed when FTX had to turn their books over a while back, right? I don't know. That might be a new video, though. I don't know. Dinner on them tomorrow at team night? Nice, Pam. That's what I'm talking about, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Ether says, the point, this is the way. Speaking of which, 45 minutes to season 3 premiere. But I'm going to stay on with you guys probably till at least 12:30:01. As long as there's people in the chat, I'll stay on. Rivlock says, I knew Trey was getting a lot of death threats. That could be why he went to enjoy streaming on Twitch. He recently took a break from that too. Yeah, man, it's stressful. I'm sure he had a lot of pressure on him. You know, he made a lot of claims and he had a lot of pressure on him, I'm sure. It's not easy. Especially doing the live stream thing every day, all day, like Casey and some of these other guys do. That's extremely difficult. I mean, Casey Shaw is a warrior rolling out there every day doing a live stream, man. I give that guy so much respect. If you guys haven't went to subscribe to Casey Shaw, make sure you go subscribe to Casey. And, you know, he's one of the most down-to-earth, nice guys you could ever imagine. Pam says, I get very competitive shooting pool. Pam, what don't you get competitive with? Competitive with everything. Rands, how you doing tonight? What's going on, my friend? Rand is in the house. Man, this is like my high school reunion. I think every one of my almost all or every one of my mods has been in the chat tonight. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. Yeah, we got to do more live streams. Yeah, Andrew, like 45 minutes, bro. I'm excited. J Beeb says Casey Shaw is good people. Yeah, man. He's a straight warrior coming out there all the time, doing what he does for this group of people. And, you know, he's very humble about it. And he has all kinds of extracurricular things going on with like not fantasy, fantasy, with movie trivia and all kinds of stuff. It's awesome. That guy is a machine. He really is. Sir Hodlington says, Yuka says Casey is hired a double. That's not him in the van anymore. Oh man. Pam, after this takes off, we're gonna have lots of funs and games with everyone. I want to get a cruise going. There's all kinds of things I want to do. That would be so cool if we could all go on a cruise together. That would be so amazing. Oh, Pam, I love you too. Annie T, how you doing tonight? What's up, girl? Annie in the house? Man, this is Trevor says, what's in 45 minutes? Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Nothing big. Adrian says, how do you make an egg roll? You push it. See? And that guy was asking earlier, what's the point of this live stream? Come on, bro. Look at Adrian. What do you mean, what's the point of this live stream? You want jokes? We got jokes. Shirley says, thanks for saving the cheese. It won't get old. Andrew says, extracurricular and fantasy, Yuka Freda or KC. I got you, Pam. I got you, Pam. Deep sea fishing, owning the float? Oh, man, that sounds awesome, too. Yeah, can't we do that on a cruise? Can't we get off on an island and go deep sea fishing for the day, like an excursion? Hell yeah. I really hope that it gets to happen someday. Just being down in DC was really cool. Just to meet like a couple of the people from this community was just awesome. So I hope we got to do something bigger someday. Oh God, here come the jokes now. Rivik's dropping them. Ellie, how you doing tonight? Yes. I will host. We'll turn Boston upside down. Only the Float says I'll rent out a movie theater and invite everyone. All right. I'm down. Yeah. Bees and dogs can smell fear. I thought you said beers and you're talking about beers and hot dogs. Andrew says, wow, 1.1 million shares to borrow hit the tape. Shocking. Mishka says, are you open to doing a Zoom call? Make it more interactive. So I don't know, Mishka, I am the most technically inept and probably in the YouTube sphere. I would have no idea how to do that. If I could figure out a way to bring other people on, like I wish Restroom had that some way for you guys to be able to just come in here without having Restroom, like being able to use Zoom. And you know what? Now that I say it, it's very possible that already exists, and I just don't know about it. So let me write that down on my list for tomorrow. My day off just turned on to my day of running things down. Can I do Zoom on Restream? Because they just made a bunch of updates to Restream, Mishka. Is that how you pronounce it, Mishka? Yeah, they just added a bunch of new features, and that could be on there. I'll have to find out. Not Money Advice says, how about inviting ZVCH Frost, I don't know who that is, to your show to discuss the evidence he found on FTX, Binance, and AMC naked shorts in collusion. ZVC, is that supposed to say Zach Frost, Not Money? Zach Frost? I never heard of him. Number 4, Zach Frost. Question's going to be, is there a direct correlation between those tokens and naked shorting? Yeah, Yuka could captain that cruise. Yuka, you're going to take the helm, man. Juicy got you crazy. It's good. Very good. I got tomorrow off, my first day off in a few, but yeah, it's good. I'm going to be doing just enough work so I continue to do YouTube part-time, and I should have enough money to be able to at least go like 5, 6 times a year somewhere to go cover a story. Like, I was in DC in January. Um, I would have gone to Ohio had I had the money, but the story coming down the pipe, I'm sure. Yuka says, Mass is a Greek guy. I think Greeks invented orgies. Could have been the Romans. I would be the cruise director. Doug says, what do I think? Is there a connection between Binance FTX and naked shorting? Absolutely, there could be. I've seen some people putting out information about that and saying that those tokenized shares are direct correlation, or they show that. I don't know how we take that documentation, turn it over to someone to investigate it, if that's the case. But I'll have to talk to Zach Frost, or at least look up his videos. I don't know where he's from. Not money advice. I'll have to look him up. BBD says, oh shit, Yuka running an orgy cruise. Rand says, what are they waiting for? Just give us a rip. They've had 2 years to rip. They give us these mini rips. Like, I mean, have you guys seen how many of these we've had constantly since these announcements, these little rips we have, and then they just shit on them? Pantheon said, I graduated from the Yuka School of Deep Sea Diving. Highly recommended. Really? Trevor, I was going to go to East Palestine, get up in Pete Buttigieg's face and say, where the fuck you been? That's what I like to have done. And talk to some of the people on the ground there and see what's going on. But yeah, that would have been, but that's why I went back to work, picked up these extra shifts so that I'll have that extra money. So if something like this breaks again, I can just get in a vehicle or a train or a plane and get to a story. Rivik, have a good night. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Appreciate you. Yuka says 20 for the money. I think AA says he uses Trojans. Ether says we need the DTCC to let us see which products they allow to be collateralized for swap contracts. Yeah, so I think there is somewhere we could find that information. Jeez, this list is getting long, man. God damn. DTCC. Right, because every trade the DTCC has a record of. So if they are being collateralized, we should be able to find that out. Thank you. Mini rip, says Diaz. Yep. Rand said it's like removing the weight off the pressure cooker to let some of the steam out before it explodes. Yeah, like they're letting out puffs of steam. Yeah, I know. That's what it seems like to me too. Instead of having this tremendous rip, they let it slowly climb, right? And then it will even out for a couple of days, and then we'll get a little run again. Then we'll pull back. I mean, is that the algorithm? I don't know. I know, Pam. You're a hard worker. I know. Adrian says, Mass, what about the popcorn? Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I think that's a great having it exposed at Walmart is where you want to be. I mean, that is where you're going to have the most eyes on it and people possibly buying in bulk. That's to me, that's super bullish. Any piece of that pie that we get is just money in the bank. And that's something that I never intended on having when I bought AMC stock 2 years ago, right? Ellie says, didn't SBF admit that the AMC tokens were swapped 1 for 1 for shares? So I know he was posed a question that was, Ellie, I don't remember if that was the direct way that it was worded, but yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yes. That something to that effect was said. I don't have the direct quote, but yeah, Ellie, I do remember that. 100%. Right after he got popped. Yep. I remember it came up in someone's podcast. They were doing a question Q&A with him. I do, Ellie. Maybe I'll see if I can find that. Joseph Perezzi, how you doing today? It says, I don't want to be negative. However, it's almost 2.5 years and nothing happens. Joe, what? I don't for 1 second not feel your pain, brother. Believe me. It irks me to the point where a month ago I went down to DC to protest the SEC. So I know all about nothing happening when it should. BBD says control burn. Yeah. Similar to the steam, right? Tim says fundamentals do not matter with this stock. Tim, okay. If you say so. I mean, fundamentals I think right now are what's keeping us down right now because the fundamentals don't look great. The shorts could make a case that they're not insane. Where other times they have been insane based off information that we've seen. Joseph says I need a few brunettes in the background dancing. You don't like the candles? Come on, bro. You want brunettes? Jesus, I can barely afford the candles and the fireplace. Never mind brunettes. Man, I'll have to do all kinds of prostituting on here. I'll have to have all kinds of merch and if you guys want brunettes dancing in the background, it's definitely going to cost you. I can't swing that. Tyler says shorts are still insane. I agree with you, Tyler. Because we're not going anywhere crazy, right? I mean, we're not going to zero. We're not going bankrupt. So they are synthetic candles owning the float. All right, you got me. I don't know what all the cockle talk is even about. Sir Hodl, no fanny packs. Nope. Joseph says, I'll probably make more money in prostitution than when AMC the way we are going. Jeez. I'm not even that bearish. And I'm the biggest bear out there. Man. What's the cockles conversation about? Someone fill me in. Cockles are like clams, aren't they? Snails or something? All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I just got to run to the restroom really quick, and I'll be right back. Can I go live stream? Okay, I'll be right back. 1 sec. Okay. Sorry about that. Where did we leave off here? Jesse, Mass is never going to put a wig or dress on because I'm not going to say anything that's stupid to get myself in that trouble. You can forget it. I see your Quohogs statement here. Hey, Mishka, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah. Wow. Really flowing in the chat tonight, I gotta say. Thomas B, they're dropping some gems over here in this chat. No, they did, KYP. Socks and sandals, Pantheon? Can you imagine? Massalorian socks and sandals? Or if they were all one piece, a sock disconnected to a sandal, so you just slip it on at once? Air Massalorians? Hey, the goose. Yeah, man, everything is okay. I wish, I wish some people were happier in the chat tonight, but, everyone's, there's been a lot of division with this vote. So the fact that we're all still here hanging out is remarkable. And thank you guys for all being nice to each other and, letting each other speak freely, no matter how they feel about the play so far and how it's gone down and what's come in the Fuhrer. I appreciate you guys all. Crocalorians, I like it. Crocalorians. That's it. That's it. Crocalorian. But yeah, in all honesty, thanks guys for respecting each other. Vitali Alpha says, I vote yes, 50,000 shares. Wow. Okay. That's a big position. I appreciate your conviction, and I'm with you. Right, Jesse. Me too, man. There's a lot of people's families who are, looking forward to having some peace of mind and rest after this is over. Because it's been tough, This has not been an easy fight for anyone, I'm sure. Especially the people who bought in right after the run up, like that part of the community, I have so much respect for that they've held on with us and gone through all this back and forth and AA's decisions and the YouTubers' promises that haven't come true and all this. I mean, it's really a testament to the fidelity of everyone and how everyone's got a backbone in this play. A lot of people do. Sit here and take this punishment day after day. Not money advice. I have reached out to CoffeeZilla a couple times, man. I think Steven is a busy cat, man. He is a busy cat. He's got all kinds of big stuff going on. I'm just not that big enough of a draw to really be able to flag him down for something like that. I've reached out to him multiple times. It's not for a lack of trying, but he's a busy guy. He's got a lot going on. I get it. A lot of these YouTubers, man, when they get big, they're unavailable anymore, I think it's part of the business, unfortunately. Juicy Got You Crazy said they bought in right after the June run up. I've never seen green, but I'm still here. Exactly, man. And that's why I continue to hold with you guys because I know there's a lot of people in this situation that Juicy is, right? Like, there's some of us who, I started my channel in April of 2021, about a month after I bought my first share because of, a lot of those videos videos I saw coming out, people talk about these crazy price targets and stuff, and I'm like, man, this is a bunch of garbage. Like, we need some real people out here, like actually looking into this thing and talking about what's realistically possible. And I'm still here with you guys. Still, I mean, I didn't sell out on the run up, on the bounce back when we went back up to 60, back up to 50. When I got kind of panicked last fall, or was it 2 falls ago now? Jesus. When Lou was telling everyone to stop buying, panicked. I'm like, oh my God, is this guy going to fuck? Stop buying. Yeah, let's take away the buy button from ourselves. That worked out well in the January run. Taking away the buy button. Justin of the Rape says, what's up, Mass? Walmart 2,600 stores popcorn coming. Yeah. There couldn't be a better outlet for AMC popcorn. I've said it a couple times tonight. That I'm extremely, extremely happy with. I mean, they said a year ago they were going to do this. They were going to take on this business venture to raise more money for the company, and it's coming to fruition right now. So I'll give them credit where credit is due. They came through with their word that they were going to get this going. And if we can crack a little bit of that, I can't remember if the number now is 2.7 or 7.2 billion in salted foods and candy sales. Even taking a quarter of the popcorn sale business, it would be huge for keeping the coffers filled for Adam Aaron and the company. Thank you, Mass, for being with till death do us part. Well, what am I going to do? Sell now? I'll have to be nuts. What's going on tomorrow? I see people saying, owning the float says Pantheon even knows what I'm thinking tomorrow. Dude is smart AF. Vitaly, have a good night. Have a good night. Food Dog said Yuka will personally salt all the candy. Yuka wears a lot of hats in this community. Many hats. Yuka is a OOG. I mean, you can't get any more. Well, I shouldn't say that, but Yuka is OOG. Andrew said, Yuka Free is still confused from Tony Slow Mode. Pantheon said, math, 95% of the popcorn industry is controlled by Orville, Redenbacher, and Pop Secret. AMC might gain good. Yeah, right, Pantheon? Yeah. It's going to take a little time, right? They got to crack in. Absolutely. I just think that the Walmart part of it, to me, you couldn't ask for a better platform to unleash your product on. I mean, if you're really looking to broaden horizons of, retail popcorn sales, Walmart's the place you want to be, I would think. Because I'm sure Walmart is going to get a price that's on the lower end. We could maybe sell more. Pantheon said Walmart with end caps is a big deal. Yeah, right? If we can get some like big displays out, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Pantheon's right. Be realistic about sales. I mean, they're not going to pop. We might see a pop right away because it's new, right? And like Pantheon said, they'll have end caps, all kinds of displays, probably in the aisles, like wing displays. Now learning about all these things back in retail, wing displays and end caps. But yeah. And so we might see a pop right off the rip, right? From it just coming out and being something new. And there'll probably be a lot of talk about it and it's probably some advertising. But to really make a dent in that market, it's going to take a little while to work itself out. Jesse said the brand loyalty with the AMC popcorn will be a competitive edge. Yeah, absolutely. That should definitely help for sure. Yep. Yep. For sure. Jesse, I didn't see Kiwi Girl tonight. I wonder if she's wonder where she's been. Six Son said Yuka's been holding since he was 6 years old. So did AA say when the first shipments are going out for popcorn? I mean, I'm gonna listen to the call tomorrow, but did he have was there a date for when they would be actually in the stores at Walmart? I'm just curious if he gave like a delivery date. Chat, help me out. Andrew says they need to sell March 11th at Walmart, Andrew. Man, that's less than 2 weeks. Okay. Good stuff. Hey, Doc Breezy. Oh, Jesse, you think Kiwi Girl is affected by the flood in there? I hope not. Kiwi Girl, if you watch this tonight, put a comment down in the comment section. Make sure you're all right. Make sure you don't need it. I'm not sure where she is, Jesse, in New Zealand either. But if you're watching this tonight, let us know in the comments you're all right. Chris, how you doing tonight? Says shorts can cover AMC with ape if RS is passed. Vote no. Adam sucks at math. Oh man, this is gonna be that week is gonna be pretty crazy, man. I might have to try to request off that day of the vote, unless something gets held up with these court cases. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I gotta do some more digging tomorrow, but I don't know if there's enough in this discovery that's gonna allow them to hold this up. I don't know. Now I've heard some differing opinions on that, but problem is I'm not a legal expert, unfortunately. Maybe I should try to get a hold of one though. Yes, Reno standing on Walmart crates waiting for their first shipments to arrive, said Andrew. 24 the Mighty says, how much will it cost hedge funds to bribe a judge in the courts? You know, I saw another person yesterday perjure themselves in front of Congress. And all the senator kept saying was, wow, I can't believe you're doing this. Wow. It's like, I thought you go to jail if you perjure yourself in front of Congress. If there are no repercussions or consequences for immoral actions, how are we living in a democracy right now? Oh, boy. I tell you. It just gets so frustrating sometimes. I see all you guys commenting in the chat, and I got to say, with 90% of everything you guys are saying, I agree with. I'm not in the happiest mood tonight, but when have we ever been in the driver's seat other than a few times, right? I mean, we are the underdogs. Don't ever forget that. We're not supposed to be winning this right now. The system is built for us to lose. So shout out to you guys for still being here with me. All right. So I saw someone saying a comment, still confused about, hold on. Oh, just another ape said, Well, asking Pantheon, do you think Allegheny's claims hold any merit? Pantheon, do you have any thoughts on that? Oh, here he goes. Pantheon said, just another ape. I do not. It's right out of the Hedgie playbook. Yeah. I talked to Donahue earlier tonight asking him about it. I just asked him, how much similar is this case to, what you were kind of going after because, Donahue tried to sue Kenny and them down in Florida. He seems to have a different take on it, but I'll let him tell you about that. Ether says would be nice to see the emails, the entire deal conversations via Discovery. Absolutely, that's for sure. This definitely, and Donahue said this. This could be interesting. The Antara deal. That's all I'm going to say about that because I got to do more research. But that could be an issue. That might be the only thing I really think they have a leg to stand on with. Andrew said, Mass, you are fine tonight. You need to watch Tony live from the earnings call. It was more depressing than the Notebook. Jesus Christ. I don't believe that. That's a lie. I don't believe that. It couldn't have been that. Tony's my buddy. I don't want to think that that's even possible. That would be like you saying that about Pantheon. Oh, there's Kiwi Girl. We just put out an APB for you, Kiwi Girl. Just put out an APB for you. Oh, Food Dog, you saw Holly? Yeah, that was it. Yep, that's what I saw. I'm like, okay, so she can just sit there and lie her ass off continually over and over and over again. Okay. Well, then we're never going to get anywhere with the hedge funds if they can just lie in front of Congress. Yeah, that was the clip I saw, Food Dog. I'm like, this is insanity I'm watching right now. Is this really happening? 50 years ago, you would have been drug out. Rand says, someone's going to have to ship me some AMC microwave popcorn in Canada. I know. We're going to have to get some to you. We're going to have to get some to Pantheon. 6 on no way, man. I don't want to be anywhere near politics. It's so corrupt. It's not my thing. The only way I would do anything with politics is if there was like 50 other people running for the same congressional, like during the same campaign. If there was like 50 other people like us, like apes, and we could really make a difference in voting. One person's just not going to change anything. I think I think I'm better off doing what I'm doing now, doing YouTube and having this platform for you guys to be able to come out here and express yourself and be a free speech platform as much as I can. I just think I'm more value here and maybe, doing more investigative journalism, which is what I really want to do. So I'm trying to drain the swamp, not add to it. There's another Thomas B. I only know of one. Splendid Ape says Congress has no arrest power. They take their evidence and recommend to justice. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting much, but you're right. Congress doesn't have the right to arrest anyone. I understand that. I know I was kind of being a little absurd there, but it was just like, I mean, she's got to know that there's repercussions to that, right? Why wouldn't you? And he's holding the evidence up in his hand. I don't know how much more blatant you can be with just dismissing, perjuring yourself in front of Congress. I mean, if it's that easy, what's to stop anyone? I mean, this lady's got no money compared to Jamie Dimon or, Ken Griffin. Chris says Al from Boston found, oh boy, a case from 98 or 99 where Citadel colluded with the company to screw shareholders and acted the way Adam Aaron is trying to now. I'm sure you can find cases that are similar with CEOs doing things maybe that weren't the best for their company, maybe based off bad judgment calls, maybe bad C-suite decisions. I'm sure. That doesn't mean Adam Aaron's colluding with Citadel or anyone, but I understand where he's coming from, what he's saying. Yeah, Splendid Ape Diva. Exactly. Consequences for thee, but Gus, how you doing tonight? Man, this is a OG stream. Wow. I mean, everyone is in here. Holy smokes. Kiwi girl, you doing okay? Andrew Morgan said, Mass, it was as Tony was holding it. Mass. You mean like someone's funeral? God damn. It's funny because I'm not gonna say. I was expecting this kind of reaction. I kind of got a heads up that this might be coming. You guys are funny. Tony's just gonna laugh, I think. Hey, Overboard Entertainment. Good evening. Jaron, good evening. Martinez says we need a new NFT for popcorn. I'm not worried about NFTs. They're not going to make or break even my night. Never mind this play. And I can say that with 100% conviction tonight, based off prior experience. I wish they would have been something bigger than they were. And look, that I own AMC NFT someday, you never know. Jesse, have a good night. Yeah, Kiwi girl, we were making sure that you weren't somewhere where the flooding was going on, so seems like you're okay, so that's good. We're going to send Jesse out to look for you in like 3 hours if you didn't leave a comment in this live stream. Broke Ape says Cocaine Bear NFT. Now that I would just want just to have that. Yeah. If you make that, I'll take it. I'll take that. Thomas B says, how can the lawsuit have any merit? I mean, it all depends on the case that the lawyers are going to put forward, right? With whatever evidence that they deem. I don't think it's going to turn out to be anything big, but I've heard other opinions just recently. And the Antera thing was brought up. Both times. So AMC, wow, this just popped up in my thing. AMC Theaters quarterly loss increases to $287 million, overall revenues fall. Yeah, man, last year was a shit year for Hollywood. It really was. Kiwi Girl says, no flooding here, just beautiful summer weather. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. Ellie says, I think the political and economic situation we are in right now will soon be the catalyst. It could be, Ellie, that we need for the shorts to close their positions. Yep. They could run into liquidity problems, and they have to do that. We could be very close to that. If a nuke war pops off, they're going to be forced to close their positions. Money will get real tight then. God, I hope that doesn't happen, but that could be a black swan event that nobody's ready for. And the stock takes off because everything starts closing out. Gus said that the sell-off during earnings in the after hours was brutal. Yeah, I saw. Seems AMC always sells off after every earnings. Do I think AMC will hit $9? I mean, if this vote goes through, it will. You mean beforehand? Yeah, it's very possible we could run again before this vote goes through. For sure. For sure. Pantheon, are you talking about the Antera deal in the chat? We need to start McLaughlin doing advert for bears addicted to cocaine. What, the arms of the angel? In the arms. I remember that. BBD. Kevin Turner says we need to start a GoFundMe for us to pay for share intel. Man, listen, if there's one thing AMC's got money for, it's to hire share intel. Don't tell me you can't come up. Tell me you don't like my hoodie, right? Tell me you don't like my hat. Tell me you don't like my watch. Don't tell me you don't have $50,000 to hire share intel. I'm sorry. Can anyone tell me what movie that's from? I know someone in the chat's going to get it. And anuses will too, says Yuka. That's right. Pucker up. They will be tight. No one's going to get that line, huh? It's from a stock market movie, actually. Chris says it's a leap in logic, but I suspect Ape and reversed and RSC is Kenny's last attempt end game Hail Mary. You know, it's weird. A lot of people. 6 cents. It better not be going to. Oh, if Ape goes to $1, yes. Yes. And I'm actually keeping my fingers crossed right now that AMC comes back down to like 4. So I can scoop some more up. No, it wasn't 12 Monkeys. It was no, it was Boiler Room. Ben Affleck says that when he's meeting the new recruits in that little conference room, he says, "Tell me you don't like my tie. Tell me you don't like my suit, but don't tell me you can't pick up 200,000 shares." Six Ton says, "Mass, I donated to Bernie, but at the end, he disappointed me by bracing the conference." Yeah, yeah, Six Ton, right? He fell right in head first, man. I mean, as soon as yes, Boiler Room Yuka. Yeah, I know. Bernie pulled a fast one on everyone. Crazy. Crazy. From Boiler Room owning the float, Ben Affleck gave that speech to the new recruits. Splendid Ape Diva says, Booksy says a last drop to 360 range AMC is possible. I'm ready. Yay, 360? I'll take that. That's 40 cents less than I was expecting to have to pay, so. Yeah, you got it. Food Dog says, I find it very interesting that the lawsuit states that AMC can't change its certificate of incorporation. AA should shut this down just like that. Does it say that certificate of incorporation? Mr. Simon, what's going on, brother? How are you tonight? Guest says, Mass, wouldn't we make more off arbitrage if AMC between... Yeah, I just want to pick some more up at $4. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I just want to pick some more up now that I have a little extra cash. So I'm hoping it comes down just a little bit for me. That's all. Because I'm not worried about going back up again. I think it'd be fine. No, Yuka, you cannot transfer over from KC's goddamn trivia points. What do you think this is? Community college? Come on. Show some respect. Just kidding. 6 Ton says I want 600 more apes. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? If ape comes back a little bit. Thank you. Chris says, I don't know, but I think AMC is running because the market is pricing an ape as invalid. That would mean goodwill valuation to AMC is about $10. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, good movie, right? Oh, I hope I said bye to Jesse. Jesse, have a good night. 12 Monkeys, man. I haven't seen that in a long time. I gotta watch that again. Not money advice is if AMC goes to $4 and Ape goes to 20 cents, that will hit my cost average and many others, by the way. Wow. Carl J says JT Marlin, best friend on the street. You think Lou worked at JT Marlin? I bet you that was the name of Lou's firm, JT Marlin. That's probably where he worked. JT Marlin. Guys from JT Marlin. That bar scene's funny too. Are we split 50-50 on the vote, says Ellie. Ellie, so I can't this thing sucks. I can't open frickin' YouTube in here to do a poll. Because if I do, it will start to skip and buffer me. But you know what I will do? I'll put it on the community page tomorrow. I'll put a poll up to see how you guys vote. I mean, from what I've seen, Ellie, are you asking if it's 50-50? I'd say more like 60-40 no. What I've seen. Maybe a little more, maybe 65-35. 50-50 no. I wouldn't say it's that close. Yeah, Food Dog, you know the dial-up I got. Come on. Don't hate. Don't hate that I got dial-up. Lucy, I will, but I'll start buffering. You know how it goes, hon. When I try to go off onto YouTube, start skipping, and next thing you know, I lose 40 people. YouTube buffers you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, man. I'm just one of you guys. We're all just along on this ride together, trying to sort through everything. Just get a hole on the other side of this. Especially, like I said, the people who are in the red right now, which is all of us pretty much, but some more than others. If those guys can hold, then I should be able to hold. Andrew says, I feel like the guy who lost all of his life savings with Ape and had to beg G invited VC for his money back. Man, that guy had the greatest gig though, man. Just dealing blackjack out of your house in college. Jeez. Why didn't I do that? Thomas B says, what's your no vote reasoning? I've heard a lot of reasons for no vote. Thomas. A lot of people don't want to see this reverse split. They're nervous that the price will get driven back up again. The shorts will just short it down right after we lose, not lose, but right after we have that conversion. And that's something everyone's got to think about. That's that's a reality of it. That could happen. Relentless, what's up, girl? How you doing tonight? Yeah, that's the reality of it. So, but either way, whatever way the vote goes down, I'm in till the end. 24 the money says Canadians have to declare dividends earnings on apes 0.00001, which is what, 1,000th of a penny. If I'm reading that correctly. Thomas says that's avoiding that AMC has debt and that AMC only has like what, 500 million in the bank right now, right? Thomas, and we have yet to post good earnings yet. So yeah, I mean, it's almost unavoidable that there's dilution coming. I think I've been saying that for a while. I'm not delusional about that. I get it. It's going to be Ape or it's going to be after this RS. I know. It's coming. Good, Relentless. Me too, girl. I'm still holding. Still holding. Food Dog says lawsuit appeared because most are voting yes. Yeah, could have been. That could have something to do with it for sure. To try to hold that up. and maybe make people reconsider. Or yep, I know the cost to borrow right now and what's short interest at 25 point something percent. Cost to borrow is out of control. I mean, been on the threshold list for over 10 days now. It's definitely not an easy to locate stock right now. That's for damn sure. That's for sure. Kevin says being a Sears stock owner waiting on the payout announcement any day. Whoa. Are you hoping that's going to pay you dividends? Since we have exited bankruptcy, this will be interesting on how the shorts will be exposed. All right, we'll stay tuned for that. Yeah, I remember that happening with Sears a way back, huh? Kiwi Girl says if I could vote, I would vote yes. Andrew, 25.8%. Yeah, we're way up. I mean, that's the highest I think that's the highest I've ever seen it. 25.8. That might be the highest I've ever seen it. Except for maybe January 2021. It might have been a little higher than that. But on paper, I think might be the highest I've seen it. Right. Chuck says reported. Remember, that's reported. Correct. I know. Yeah. Andrew said 100% utilization of the last 200 years. Seriously. Food Dog says bankrupt companies never squeeze. Thank God we're not bankrupt, Food Dog, right? That'd be a shame. Yeah, we're far from bankrupt, that's for sure. That doesn't concern me. I'm not worried about that. I don't see that ever happening, at least for another decade. Maybe in a decade they'll phase out. If Hollywood keeps putting out crap, people might just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to stay home if they're going to put out garbage. But I'm optimistic with the lineup that we have just the next 6 months, and seeing the numbers that came back from Avatar 2 was really encouraging for me. Being a big movie fan, going to school for wanting to learn how to make film. For me, that was a big deal. I'm glad to see that the lineup is back. They got the contract signed for 45 days before you release it to streaming. Those were all big moves that we needed and we got. Now it's just a matter of start ringing the register, right? Because I get it, guys. I'm sick of retail having to pick up the scraps and pick up AMC off the heap all the time because, these movies come out and flop. Always falls on us. Devil May Rage says, I don't know if it will ever go in our favor, but I held so long that it's not exactly Devil May Rage. I've been saying that I keep saying I've been saying that, but I said the same thing a while back. I said, what point am I going to sell now for? When I had it, my stock was at $72 a share, the cost average like $8. I'm going to sell now at a loss. I think I'd rather be waterboarded than that. J Dog says billion sold in popcorn sales annually. And, J Dog, that might take like I said, we might see an initial big surge of sales when it first to market. That might cool a little bit. But overall, taking a piece out of that pie, you're not going to hear me complain about that being a stockholder at AMC. Any way you can keep the cash register rolling, I'm down. Kiwi Girl says the broader market is looking bad and the big banks are warning recession. Kiwi Girl, that's the one thing that scares me, though. When everyone has the same talking points, I always get nervous. But, I mean, according to the data, you would think we are looking at one coming, right? The R word, the big R. And if cash gets that tight, in a recession, cash gets very tight. Very tight. Especially if you add a world conflict to that, possibly two, then money gets even tighter. I mean, this is something I've also kept in the back of my mind that at any time now, a black swan event could come along and cause this thing to rip. You just don't know. You just don't know. Tony Ron says, been in this. How you doing tonight, Tony? Been in this play for over 2 years. So long bearded ape here. Just noticing the market cap of ape is higher than AMC Common. How is that the case? I have no idea. Where'd you see that, Tony? That can't be right. The market cap of ape is higher than AMC Common. That can't be right. You guys in the deep sea diving. The R word, Yuka, recession, rave, recession. Oh boy. All right, guys. So I'm probably gonna go right up till 12:30. So if you have anything you want to get in, you want to take a shot at me before I sign off, tell me how you really feel. Gus says I came really close to selling at 850. Oh, Gus. Just a small possession of my Weeble, but I hesitated. Yeah, I know. You could debate with yourself back and forth about that move 1,000 times. Just don't get yourself beat up over it, right? We all could have done that. I'm counting on a couple things. I'm counting on the strength of this community, the support behind the company right now, a better slate of films coming out. There's a couple things that still have me bullish on this stock. And I'll say it again, I'm probably one of the most bearish people on here, but there's a couple things that keep me positive about this stock and keep me in this play. Besides the fact that, I'm trying to hold for people who are really, really red right now. And if they have held this long, how can I not? Yuka, me too. I'm counting on Andrew. Kiwi Girl says probably, the D word, Kiwi Girl? Could be the D word. That's right. But then I can't get to New Zealand if that happens. Actually, I should have enough money from AMC to still come to New Zealand, even if we're in a depression. I got to get there. I got a weird thing going on with my heart for like the last week. I don't know if I pulled a muscle, my pec, or if there's something going on with my heart. But if it doesn't feel better by Friday or Saturday, I'm going to go to the hospital and get it checked out. The weirdest thing. Weirdest thing is it's not getting better. If it was a muscle pull, I thought it'd be going away by now, but it's not. Thomas says, how far are we from bankruptcy? 3 to 4 quarters with our cash burn. If you're voting no, just remember you're keeping these shorts unafraid. Yep. That's a fact. Thomas is just stating facts, though. Gus said, Mass, that's odd. My brother was saying the same thing to me. Yuka says, go to Canada, free medical. Yeah, right. Ellie, no, not skipping beats. It feels like, so if I had to tell you where it was, it feels like it's right underneath. Like I can feel my left pectoral muscle, where it curves under. And as you curve under the pec and start coming back up to the middle of your chest, like between your lower and upper pec muscles, right in that groove, it's like almost someone's pushing down on my chest, and it won't go away no matter if I sit up, lay down, stand up for like a week straight. And then a week before that, my thumb, this finger, these 3 fingers started going numb all the way up my right arm, all the way almost up to pretty much just a little bit past my elbow. That happened for like a week, and then that went away, and this started. It's the weirdest thing. No, I didn't. That's the weirdest thing. specifically because I have a huge history of heart disease in my family on both sides, unfortunately. So I was pretty nervous about getting in, and I didn't. So I don't know what it is. Mass said, my brother described his. Oh, let me see. Because if someone else is feeling this too, maybe they know what it is. Mass, my brother described his pain as how it's like he wants to flip over. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. Yes. That's the best way to describe it. Because I find myself at night tossing and turning, trying to fall asleep. Like I got to keep flipping my body to try to relieve some of the pressure. It's not working. Yes, devils may rage, unfortunately. Pinched nerve? Maybe. That's what I'm hoping. Broke ape, that's what I'm hoping. And Altadare custom airbrushing said the same thing, pinched nerve. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping it's either like a pulled muscle or a pinched nerve. Hoping. If it's not gone by Friday, I'm going to go get it checked out. Chris said companies that have debt are worth more. It's a proved theorem. Yeah, I'm okay with us having some debt. $5 billion and only $600 million in the bank. That I don't like. Yuka said, "Yeah, I need to upgrade my bra. That's probably what I need. That's probably how it is, right? Just need a new bra. That's it." Yeah, Gio, I'm definitely gonna get it checked out. Yeah, I said the other day that I said Monday if I still had it, I was gonna go. I'm gonna give it till Friday. If it hasn't gone by Friday, I'm gonna go get it checked out for sure. My buddy keeps telling me he thinks it's just a muscle pull. And I'm like, okay, but I don't remember doing anything strenuous that should have caused that. So that's kind of when I think it has me tripping. Pocus says 800 million with cash and credit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I haven't been including that tonight. The credit. I've just been talking about cash. Just somewhere north of 600 million. No, I don't want no Zans. I'm not trying to black out. I just want the pressure off my heart. No underwire. Oh boy. All right, I guess everyone got their shots in at me. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's 12:30. I'm gonna go through this list. I got 5 things for tomorrow. Look into some of your comments about the Zoom for the restream. Thresholds list. And then who this Zach Frost guy is. Oh, and then Ellie said ask about the DTCC. Yeah. Then I'll listen to AA's call, and I'm going to talk about the lawsuits. So that will be in tomorrow night's video. And then if I get a chance, when I get home from work Friday night, we'll hop on and do a live stream. If you guys will have something to talk about, we'll get on for a little bit with you guys. Yuka, thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks so much. Thank you. And thank you to all you guys, all my OGs, man. This was a great stream. There were so many people that I haven't heard from in so long. And thank you to all my mods, everybody who donated tonight, everybody who just stopped by. Thank you guys for respecting each other and showing all the love to each other. I really, that's why I love coming on here and doing these. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, much love, Yuka. And thank you to my mods. Ellie, have a good night. Lucy, Chris, Andrew, Food Dog. Thank you guys so much. Everyone get some rest. And we'll talk next couple of days.